Have you ever wondered how a poor boy with nothing but dreams can rise to great success? This is the story of Alex, a young boy who turned his struggles into triumph. Welcome to English Tone. Here, we share powerful and emotional stories that inspire you while helping you improve your English. If you love stories that captivate your heart and teach valuable lessons, you're in the right place. Get ready for an inspiring journey that will touch your heart and remind you that anything is possible with determination. Hello, my name is Alex, and I am 19-year-old. I want to share my story with you. It is a story about facing hard times, staying hopeful, and never giving up. I was born in a small village far away from the big cities. Life in our village was very simple, but my family was very poor. We lived in a small house made of mud, with only two tiny rooms. We didn't have much money to buy food, clothes, or even toys. Many nights, we went to bed hungry because there wasn't enough food for everyone. Even though life was hard, I always dreamed of something better. I used to imagine living in a bigger house, having enough food to eat, and wearing nice clothes. I also wanted to help my family and make their lives easier. I didn't know how or when, but I believed deep in my heart that someday things would change for the better. What I didn't know back then was that my dream would come true, but it would take a lot of hard work, learning, and believing in myself. My journey wasn't easy, but it taught me many lessons that I will never forget. Let me tell you how it all happened. I lived in a small and broken down house. It was old and had cracks in the walls. I stayed there with my parents and my two younger brothers. My father worked very hard as a laborer, which means he did heavy physical work, but he didn't earn much money. My mother made baskets by hand and sold them in the market. Even with both of them working, we didn't have enough money for all the things we needed. After school, I used to help my mother. We sat for hours weaving baskets late at night because we wanted to make more money to buy food and clothes. At school, some kids teased me because I wore old clothes and shoes with holes in them. It made me feel sad, but I told myself not to give up because I wanted a better future. One thing I loved the most was reading. I spent many hours in the library after school. I read books about people who invented amazing things and those who became successful businessmen. Their stories taught me that even if someone is poor, they can become great if they work hard and never stop trying. These books gave me hope and inspired me to dream big. One day, I was helping my mother sell her handmade baskets at the market. It was a busy day, and I noticed a man talking nearby. His name was Mr. Wilson, and he owned a small shop. He looked worried and said he needed someone to help him organize his shop. I felt nervous, but I knew this could be an opportunity to learn and earn. Gathering all my courage, I walked up to him and said, "Mr. Wilson, I can help you with your shop. Please give me a chance." He looked at me with curiosity, as if trying to figure out if I was serious. After a moment, he smiled and said, "All right, let's give it a try." At the shop, I worked hard every day. I swept the floors, arranged the shelves, and helped customers. But I didn't just do the work. I paid close attention to everything Mr. Wilson did. I watched how he kept track of his goods, greeted customers politely, and solved any problems that came up. Soon I started sharing my own ideas. I suggested rearranging the items on the shelves so customers could find things more easily. I also came up with simple signs to advertise sales. Mr. Wilson noticed the changes, and customers started buying more. His profits grew, and he began to trust me more and more. Working with Mr. Wilson taught me many important lessons about hard work, teamwork, and running a business. It was the beginning of a new chapter in my life. One day, while working at the shop, I noticed something very important. Many customers were asking for a special product that the shop didn't have. They wanted it badly, but Mr. Wilson, the shop owner, didn't sell it. I thought about it and got an idea. I suggested to Mr. Wilson that we should start selling that product. However, he wasn't sure and said no. I didn't give up. I wanted to help the customers and also try something new. So I saved the little money I had earned from my job. With that money, I bought a small amount of the product that the customers wanted. I decided to sell these items outside the shop on my own. To my surprise, people loved them, and they sold out very quickly. When Mr. Wilson saw what I had done, he was impressed. He liked that I was brave and tried something new. He said I had good ideas and should think even bigger. He decided to help me. Mr. Wilson gave me a small loan, some money to start my own stall. Running my stall was not easy. At first, I made many mistakes. Sometimes I didn't earn much, and other times I didn't know how to manage everything. But I didn't let these problems stop me. I worked very hard every day. I learned from every mistake I made. Instead of spending my profits, I used them to buy more products and make my stall bigger and better. Little by little, my hard work started to pay off. Running my small stall was not easy at all. There were many tough days when things didn't go as planned. Sometimes I didn't sell enough and I lost money. Other days, no customers would come to buy anything. I felt sad and worried, but I didn't give up. I kept reminding myself of my mother's wise words. Every failure is a lesson, not an end. Her advice gave me hope and strength to try again. I started paying more attention to what people wanted to buy. I also watched how other shopkeepers did their business and learned from them. Slowly, I figured out what customers liked and how to make them happy. As time went on, my little stall became more successful. I saved the money I earned and used it to make my stall bigger. Eventually, I was able to open a small shop. It was a big step for me, but I worked hard to manage it well. With determination and a lot of effort, my small shop turned into a chain of stores. Each new store was a new challenge, but I didn't let fear stop me. I believed in myself and kept working hard, learning something new every day. This journey taught me that success comes from trying, even when things get difficult. Years passed and I worked very hard. All my hard work helped me become one of the most successful business people in my town. Everyone knew my name and respected me for what I had achieved. But even though I had lots of money and success, I never forgot the difficult days of my childhood. I remembered how I used to dream of going to school and having a better life. Because of this, I decided to help children who were poor, just like I had been. I used my money to start a foundation, which is an organization that helps others. My foundation focused on helping poor children get an education. I wanted them to have the chance to study, dream big, and build a better future. One special day, I stood in front of a school that my foundation had built. This school was made for children who couldn't afford to go to regular schools. I saw the kids playing outside. They were laughing, running around, and having fun. They wore bright, clean clothes and nice shoes. Seeing their happiness made me very emotional. I realized that all my struggles and hard work had paid off. I had not only changed my own life, but also helped change the lives of these children. It felt like a dream come true, and it was one of the happiest moments of my life. This journey taught me that success isn't about where you start, but how determined you are to keep going. Hard work, belief in yourself, and learning from failures can change your life. This is my story, a testament to the power of dreams and perseverance. What's your dream? Never give up on it, no matter how hard life gets. If you enjoyed my story, please like, share, and subscribe to English Tone for more inspiring tales. Remember, your story is waiting to be written